Peanut back again. Again, I'm going to show you another rifle. It's not a shotgun, it's a rifle. I haven't done one of these in a little while, but it is the 22. It is a Marlin 60 in stainless steel. Now this one has a slightly shorter barrel than my older one. I got rid of my older one. This has only an 18-inch barrel. Wow. Maybe 19 at the breech face. This is actually the Marlin 60 stainless steel from Wal-Mart. They recently lowered the price to $197. It came with just regular wooden stock, which I was unimpressed with. It was a nice stock, but it didn't show a lot of grain. And I had to buy it when they lowered the price because my old Marlin, it was actually a Glenfield 60. I was having a little bit of trouble with it. It was really finicky with the old ammo, the bulk ammo. It was a little finicky. So I just wanted to upgrade to a brand new rifle. And in my opinion, in my advice, buy stainless whenever possible. The barrels will be here forever. They're never going to rust. They're never going to pit. They're just worth it. The regular Marlin 60 that's blued is $157, and this was $197. So you're looking at what, $40 difference. This came with a scope, which was worthless, but it came with a scope. You know, a little single power chrome scope, which you could always turn around and sell on eBay for 10-15 bucks, make a little money back. But I bought the rifle. I seen they had this realtree stock. There's some green in it, which in the picture on eBay sold me. It was really bright. It doesn't show up bright in the picture, but it's a realtree. It's factory realtree camo stock. Now I paid like $70 for the stock. And of course I had a brand new stock. I turned around and sold that for $30. So kind of offset what I paid for this stock. I got about $40 into it now, you know, between buying the new one and selling the old one. Well worth the $40 upgrade. I got a realtree. I can't remember who made this scope. I bought that off eBay too. It's made in, oh, it's a Bushnell. It's a Bushnell scope. And realtree, and those are Leopold Co-Witness high-rise scope rings for the 3/8 dovetail 22 you know, receiver mount, and then it mounts a 1-inch ring. These scope rings are available from Midway for about $10. And they're Leopold. They work really nice. They're a little tricky to mount. You kind of gotta tighten all four screws at one time, but they work and they're solid, and they work. You know, they raise up. I can co-witness. I can use the regular sights, the open sights, or I can use the scope. I kind of got the scope back a little bit farther, but that's where I like it. Seems to be that's where, you know, where I shoot, where I like it. That's all about personal preference. Not everybody's going to be the same. Now, I don't own a lot of property. I have woods facing my north, and I got a good 50, not very much, maybe 50, 60 feet where I can shoot. So I got it sighted in at about 60 feet, which isn't much, but it's sighted in a little bit. I'll have to take it at my mom's farm to sight it in, you know, at 50 yards where it should be sighted in at. But I highly recommend the stainless. I could not recommend it more. It's still an aluminum receiver, I believe. Probably good quality aluminum. Now, as you can see, my bolt's stuck open. That's because it is empty. Let me check again. It is empty. I don't keep my rifles loaded. Excuse me. And I do check before the videos. I know a lot of people are like, check your rifles. Let's make sure it's loaded. If you can't handle a loaded rifle, maybe you should reevaluate your life options. But this rifle is not loaded, and if it was, I could handle it. But it's not loaded. So I upgraded the stock, the realtree. I got this Bushnell realtree scope. I got a realtree. I don't know if that's a brand name. I think I got that at Wal-Mart. And I wasn't sure how it oriented. I'm sure that the black strap went out front, so all the padding would go against your shoulder. You know what I mean? So you could carry it. You know, all the padding was against your body, which would make it more comfortable. That's the way I put it on. It did not come with sling mounts. I put them on. I did not go with the sling mount that bolts or clamps to the tube, because the stainless tube is just a little bit smaller than the blue tube. I don't know why. I'm sure it would have worked, but I just drill and tap the stock. I do it right. I measure it all up. I drill a pilot hole. I recess the top a little bit. When you put this short screw in, it will come in and up and hit the barrel. So you have to take that short screw. Once you get it drilled and tapped, for lack of a better word, you gotta take it over to the grinder and grind the tip of that bolt off, or the screw, so it doesn't come up and touch your tube. You don't want to, you know, put a dimple in your tube. But if you do it right, it's strong. And of course the back's just fine. That's a long screw and it goes in all the way. Even the butt plates camouflage. But I wanted to say that the Marlin 60 is probably one of the best rifles. I've owned a Ruger 1022. It's a good rifle. I like it. I won't say I'm impressed with it, because for being, what, 50, 60, 70-year-old design, they still haven't figured out how to last shot hold open. And for rimfire, it's really important to have a last shot hold open. You want a last shot hold open. It's just that important. Now this is magazine fed, which, you know, has its pros and cons, but to me, I don't have magazines to keep track of, unless you're in a war zone. If you're just out plinking, it's pretty easy to just drop shells in. You can get speedy loaders, and I don't have one. I have one, but I don't have it out here. I think I found one on eBay, but Midway sells them too, and they sell them in different orientations, like different amount of rounds. I have a 19 round one, and this holds 14, 15 rounds depending on the bullet. Sometimes the bolts are just a little bit shorter. You can fit 15 rounds in it. Here's the loading door, which I never really use. I pull this all the way out, put my finger over that, or I hold it upside down, and I just slide the shells in. And then I put the ramrod back in, just like an old black powder. But I do like the tube feds. It gets old pushing the 22 shells in a magazine. And 15 rounds is a pretty good set for shooting, you know. But if you want a semi-automatic, I don't think you can beat the Wal-Mart Marlin 60 in stainless steel. Again, I did some changes to mine, but I would have been perfectly happy with the way it was, except for the scope. The scope's kind of just there for... I mean, it's functional. It would be good to plink with, but it was just... I think it was one power. It was just a sight. This scope's a lot nicer. Plus, it's realtree. I think I paid about $45 for that scope. So I might have about $300 into this. But the Marlin 60, I know I keep covering my mouth up. The Marlin 60, really good rifle to buy, really good rifle to own. It's a good investment. They hold their value pretty well, and with the stainless barrel, it's just always going to be worth more than a blued barrel. If you disagree with me, tell me why. Why would you think that? I could be wrong, but I always look for stainless, and if I can get stainless, I get stainless. Anyway, it shoots straight. It shoots it shoots like a tank. Highly recommended. If you see if I have an old video, if I didn't delete it, the Glenfield 60 with the squirrel stock, I got rid of that. It just was having some trouble with it, and with the 22, they're finicky enough. You never get one that's 100%. Although you can come really, really close, because the ammo, you're just gonna find bad ammo once in a while, a crappy load. But anyway, quick video on that. It's one of my favorite rifles. My favorite is still the XT22 TSR. I have a video on that. You can check that out. But this is, I don't know, I call it a build. I had to assemble it, take parts off and assemble it. It's a good little rifle to have. I've shot it. I haven't shot a lot, a couple hundred rounds out of it, but as Scooch or Such would say, 2 thumbs way up. Thanks for watching.